Yay Media Group.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Szabo, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey G.
And we have a very special guest joining us today, one of our youngest listeners ever. She is almost 6 years old, and her name is Ellie. She's also my daughter. Hello, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
Can you say hi?
So, Ellie, I have a question. Do you just dress like that all the time, or is this a special occasion? What are you wearing right now?
Taylor Swift's uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift's
Her
uniform.
uniform. Hey,
That's
get a
right.
little closer to that microphone. So, where did you wear this dress to? Why do you have this dress?
Because I wanted to dress up as Taylor Swift for Halloween.
That's right.
You are the most beautiful little Taylor Swift. She also, you can't see in the video, but she also has sparkly boots to match.
She does have sparkly boots on.
You look
It's
so...
right here.
Yes! Oh, you can't see them. Okay, good.
So
Yeah.
it's a blue frilly dress, like fearless era, and cute sparkly shoes. Did everybody know who you were dressing as for Halloween?
Some people.
Mm-hmm. I would think you would get even more candy being dressed like that.
And what was Davis dressed as, your brother?
He was dressed up as Travis Kelce.
Stop!
Now, this was totally not my choice.
Oh,
Ellie
no
wanted-
influence?
No influence. Ellie wanted to be Taylor Swift. My son is obsessed with every sport you can imagine right now. He loves the Chiefs. And so he got just a generic Chiefs uniform. It didn't have a number or anything like
It
that on
was
it.
Travis Kelce.
But it looked like Travis Kelce and
That
Taylor
is
Swift.
the cutest thing I've ever seen. I need
Yeah.
to see photos, Nick.
I'll show you pictures.
I
Yeah,
need
they
to
had a
see
lot
pictures.
of fun.
Yay!
Ellie, what are some of your favorite Taylor Swift songs?
Do you remember what we listened to on the drive here?
Fortnite
Mm-hmm.
and Look What You Made Me Do.
Oh, okay, taste.
And Shake It Off and Fearless and
Love Story. Do you like Love Story?
I don't remember.
Karma?
I don't remember the other one we listened to.
There was just so many I don't remember
That's-
them, but
that's
we listened
quite-
to a lot of Taylor Swift in our house.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with how she has the range of all the different albums.
We
Like
listened
I
to
thought
it
she was
all.
going to name one from each album. I was about to be very impressed.
I think I like the most is
Ready for it?
You Belong With Me.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
good
good
one.
one.
That's a good
No, I
one.
think my favorite one's Bad Blood.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
good.
also a really good one.
She's very angsty. A lot of angst
Yeah, she has a lot of
in a
emotions.
6-year-old. Yeah.
Tell them when's my birthday.
Your birthday is coming up on November 12th. I don't know when this episode will be posted,
It's
but
next Saturday.
yeah, she's gonna have.
Well,
She's gonna
happy
have-
birthday.
Happy birthday, Ellie. We actually have something for you for your birthday.
What?
Well, you already saw it.
and asked about it before.
Because I should have done a better job at hiding it. But right before we started recording, she was like, can I have that? We got you a sticker that has 13 on it because you're the biggest fan. And this Taylor Swift fan book for
Cool.
you.
It's like a magazine with a bunch of Taylor Swift pictures. Isn't that cool? And Ellie, what do you say to Anna?
Thank you.
To everyone.
Oh, yes.
I
to
want to
the-
keep talking on the microphone
Okay.
Well,
Do you
we
like
got-
to?
until this is done.
Yes.
Well, we've got some very important work to do because we're going to talk about a song by Taylor Swift. It's called LOML.
Do you like that song?
I think I heard it a little bit.
Yeah, it's a slow song. It's on Tortured
At
Poets Department.
school.
Oh, at school.
You go to a cool school.
Yeah.
I wish I would have gone to that school.
Yeah, your teacher must love Taylor Swift. So, all right, Ellie, we're going to talk about this song, okay?
Are you ready?
Okay.
But so you just kind of sit back and listen, okay? While Daddy goes to work.
Your dad has the coolest job.
I want to do it too.
Okay, you can just sit back and listen, okay? Is that cool?
I can't listen.
Well, you're listening on your headphones right now. Okay.
But
All right.
I wanna talk on the microphone.
Well, we're going to get to work.
Or
So
I might interrupt.
yeah, you might interrupt, but you can't interrupt
The microphone.
if I turn your microphone off. Okay.
Dad, don't turn my microphone off.
Okay. Well, we got to get talking, okay? We're going to get
Nah.
talking. Yeah, so you just kind of sit around and listen, okay?
Okay.
And you've got your snacks, you've got an iPad, you have colors.
But I need help with the code.
Okay, I'll put the code into your iPad, okay?
But
The rest
I'm gonna pick which album I want.
okay. All right.
Taylor Swift.
Okay.
And think
I
about
want to pick Taylor Swift songs.
well, think about if you want to
And will
sing to
hear
us.
it. You'll hear the Taylor Swift song.
She can
In a
listen to
little
my-
bit.
She can listen to my Taylor Swift discography playlist. It's about 13 hours long.
Yeah.
It's a good playlist. The
Do
Tay
it
playlist.
right now.
Do you have Spotify on your iPad?
Yeah, I
Here.
think.
I'll find it.
So, guys, I'm so excited to tell some of our lobster listeners about this really cool thing that we're doing because we have officially launched an exclusive club and it's called the Lobster Lounge.
Yay! This is so cute.
It's so cute. It's fun. It's just a new way for us to be able to connect with the Swifties in our community. We've always bragged that Swifties are the best. We've seen that during the Eras Tour whenever they're taking over cities and how people are just bragging on the Swiftie community and all the things that they bring. And we love to be able to connect with our listeners and our community. And that's why we want to invite you to join our club, the Lobster Lounge.
Yeah, and there's also really fun benefits where, yes, it's a very fun community that you can chit chat with, but you can also win stuff. You can also get a really cool prizes. Minori Beauty wants to welcome our listeners with a chance to win $200 worth of their product.
Wow.
And Minori Beauty is this really cool beauty brand. It's like makeup for minimalist. It's natural looking makeup that you can wear. And I just think that that really pairs well with some of the Swiftie looks. You can go with that dark red lipstick like Taylor Swift, or some people don't like to be that dramatic. I know I don't like to wear a lot of lipsticks, and that's where I would go to that's where I could go to Minori Beauty and find some more natural stuff that would go with my look. So this is what we want you to do. Go to station.page/13. Don't worry, we'll have this posted in our note in the description of this podcast. It's also posted on our website, the13podcast.net. So join us there to get started now and let us know that you've officially made it to the Lobster Lounge by posting on our main feed. We can't wait to see you all there. Don't forget to go to our section where you can see Minori Beauty right there and see what you can do to win their swag that they want to give exclusively to our listeners. And hurry up and do it because we're only running this contest with Minori Beauty for the next 2 weeks. So go do it now, station.page/13 to get started.
This is also really cool because I feel like a lot of our listeners always want to talk to each other. You know, like sometimes in our comment section, they start having conversations with each other about things that we talk about on the podcast or whatever Taylor just did. And I feel like the Lobster Lounge is a really cool place where they can just meet each other. So we're excited for you guys to check it out.
And exchange theories. That's what I want to see, what people are talking about in there. That's why I'm going to keep on refreshing so I can see what's going on in the Lobster Lounge.
And now back to our regularly scheduled podcast. Thank you, everybody. All right, so now we are going to talk about LOML, written by Taylor Swift and Aaron Dessner. So since this is an Aaron Dessner song, Amy, does this rank really high on your list?
It does. It's really, really good. And I'm wondering if Taylor Swift at 16 knew that she could write a song like this. You know, did she see herself getting to this place? Because this is the magnum opus, right? It's such a good song.
Yeah, I would say easily top 5 on Tortured Poets. Easily. I think about my top 5 quite a lot, even though I know we're a couple months away from doing our post-album rankings. LML is like actual tortured poetry. I mean, everything is tortured poetry on this album, but this is like, you know?
Yeah. It's just really good.
It is crazy when you're talking about our final rankings. We're on track 12.
almost halfway there.
31. We got a ways to go.
We're almost halfway
We
there.
got a ways to go.
And Anna has been pre-stressing out about the rankings for a while.
Yes, because this album is just so incredible. And the more that we break it down, the more just the more I learn about it and the harder it is to pick favorites. And so I have to pre-think about it.
Right. It's a double album. So maybe we should go from 5 to 10 songs because there's a lot of great songs.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's just a thought we can discuss later.
So LOML, remember when we got the track list and we were like, what is that going to stand for? Typically it stands for Love of My Life. But we were like, is it going to be Love of My Life? What was your reaction when we actually got the lyrics and we found out that it more so stands for Loss of My Life, but she still says love of your life. But was it what you expected?
Yeah, I think so. I expected a sad song.
I expected it to be Love of My Life, but I did not expect the little twist at the end of Loss of My Life. I don't think I saw that coming, but Taylor loves to switch things up like that on us. But yeah, LOML. And it's also, written in lowercase, so it's kind of cutesy. So I thought maybe it wouldn't be quite as tortured as it is. But I mean, it is on a song or on an album called Tortured Poets Department, so it makes sense that it is a very deep, heartbreaking song. But maybe I didn't expect it to be that deep and heartbreaking. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected from this song, but I do think that this song is an accurate representation of Tortured Poets Department, the double album. If you had to have somebody listen to one song to know what the Tortured Poets Department was about, this would be a good song to play them.
Definitely.
And I think obviously it's not track 5, but it could have been a track
Totally.
5.
At one point, I think I thought that it was just on the track. I had the track list off, but I thought it was technically track 5 on part 2.
Yeah.
Because it does have that magnitude of emotion behind it. Something that I learned while doing research is that the instrumental of the song features the piano notes repeated throughout the entire song, and they never change.
Oh.
It says the piano sounds very melancholic and further symbolizes the idea of Taylor and, one can only assume, Joe Alwyn's relationship, since Taylor keeps saying in the relationship, despite how she feels in it, that the feeling doesn't change. Only at the end of it does she say, "You're the loss of my life," does the piano finally stop. But throughout the entire song, there's no change in the beat. There's no heavy drop. She changes kind of the pacing of the lyrics, but the instrumental in itself is exactly the same throughout the whole song, which I thought was very interesting.
Because, normal songs, it kind of starts slower and then it builds up big to the bridge, and then you do the chorus one more time and it's big and loud. But this one, I guess you're saying it just stays the same.
Yeah, and I didn't really realize that until
I wonder if that has anything to do with their relationship.
Maybe.
It just stayed the same. It didn't grow. It didn't flourish.
I
Maybe
did see,
at a certain point.
I don't know enough about music, but I did see someone say that it's considered a waltz, and she mentions it waltzing in the song, and I wonder if that has something to do with it. A waltz would be even keel, all the way throughout.
Oh, maybe.
Well, she does start the very first line, "Who's gonna stop us from waltzing back into rekindled flames?" And Tortured Poets Book Club on TikTok pointed this out about the waltzing line.
So it's never sat right with me that the very, very first line of LOML, Taylor references a waltz. Who's going to stop us from waltzing back into rekindled flames? Who's going to stop us from coming back into each other's life as represented by a waltz? And this stuck out to me because a waltz is very specifically in 3/4 time signature. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, stay with me. I promise it's worth it. LOML is not done in a 3/4 time signature. 3/4 is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is not what LOML is. But do you know what song is done in a waltz style? Peter. Peter is done in the style of a waltz. She goes from "Will we ever waltz back into each other's life?" to the song that is done in the style of a waltz where he never comes back for her.
Oof. I was wondering why Peter was the underlying song of the video.
And I don't speak dance or music, so the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, that's over my head. But I have seen people say that it's ironic that she's saying waltz but not using that cadence or that dance tune step something. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because this isn't the first time where she kind of uses a dance to symbolize a love, I guess, a relationship. In Cowboy Like Me, she says, you asked me to dance, and I said dancing is a dangerous game, kind of meaning the same thing of like, oh, you want to do this, but this is going to kind of be a dangerous thing that we play.
Yeah.
Well, she learned from dancing with our hands tied.
There we go. I mean, yeah, if that's how it started, right? And then also in another song on the Tortured Poets Department, How Did It End? She says, we learn the right steps to different dances. And I've kind of always felt like the songs, I mean, I guess Peter now as well, but I've always thought that LOML and How Did It End were kind of sister songs in like that kind of lyrical way. So I kind of felt like that tied them together.
And How Did It End is the track 5 on album 2.
Oh, okay.
How Did It End?
Another favorite of mine.
Yeah, just insane for her to be able to express a breakup and trying to explain it to people when you don't even know what's going on yourself, but you've got this circus around you of people. Oh, it happened again. Let's talk about Taylor Swift being single. She messed it up again. She can't keep a guy. And you're having to explain to people, just you don't have an answer yourself, but you have to tell people, yeah, we're no longer together anymore. Why? I don't know, but then she words it so well and so beautifully in both of these songs.
So when she says, who's going to stop us from waltzing back into rekindled flames if we know the steps anyway, is she saying who's going to stop us from getting back together?
Yeah, I think it's on again, off again.
Right, it's kind of
yeah, which we have
ebb
heard
and
before
flow.
in like the Great War. You know, I feel like she's kind of let the listener know that this has been a kind of on again, off again, outward relationship, you know?
And she continues by saying, we embroidered the memories of the time I was away, stitching We Were Just Kids, Babe. So you're stitching that into the quilt of your memories.
Yeah.
We Were Just Kids, Babe.
And it could be a reference to Champagne Problems. She'll patch up your tapestry that I shred.
Oh, yeah. Because it made me think of Fortnite, where she says, I was supposed to be sent away, but they forget to come and get me. Like, it's kind of just another time where she refers to this time where she was away. And so then I was kind of wondering, like, this time away, is that like a metaphor for
The breakup?
the breakup? Is it a metaphor for maybe like a depressing episode that she might have gone through? Or maybe I thought she could be probably referring to the time that she disappeared, like back in 2016, when Joe was there for her in secret, but at a time of need. And the memories that they created then during that period was long ago, and they kind of recognized like we were just kids.
Yeah.
So like that time from when I was away from the world and it was just you and I, and we created these memories, like we'll just kind of embroider them into, in another song she says like, you know, the fabric of our love. Just, I think it's the Black Dog. We're just kind of like take those memories and put them there, but we were just kids, like we were just young back then.
Yeah.
And in So Long London, she says stitches undone, which she's talking about stitching. And also, I'm pissed off I let you give me all that youth for free. And now she's talking about being kids. So, I mean, it was a time period long enough that you look at old pictures of yourself and you're like, oh, we were just babies then.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
true.
something from, 5 years ago.
Yeah. I think it kind of just shows how this entire album, just like entire body of work, is just really intertwined in all of this storytelling within itself, which is incredible.
She continues by saying, I said, I don't mind, it takes time. I thought I was better safe than starry-eyed. That feels a line like starry-eyed to me feels innocent.
Yeah.
Like I was young. I don't know. What does that starry-eyed mean to you guys?
I kind of took it as more so in The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, she says, gazing at me starry-eyed. So when I listened to it, I think she was trying to tell herself that she was better safe in this relationship that she's been in for a long time than starry-eyed in the situationship that's been kind of like longing for her at the other end. And she was like, I thought I was better safe than starry-eyed, so I like prolonged this for as long as I could. At least that's how I interpret it, just because of The Smallest Man, but I could be wrong. But I also think that by the line right before that, I don't mind, it takes time. Like if you kind of look at the entire verse as a whole, like embroidering something does take a lot of time. So she might kind of just be saying like, I don't mind trying over and over and over again with you. Like it takes time. Like I know that to get this right, it's going to take time.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, Anna.
It is.
It's poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you, Taylor.
I felt a glow like this never before and never since. And that's really sad. She's just like, well,
I know.
it was good. And maybe I'm never going to feel that again. That's sad. And she continues by saying, if you know it in one glimpse, it's legendary. You and I go from one kiss to getting married.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That is how it feels sometimes. From your first kiss when you get married, it feels like it's in a flash. It's just so fast. You're in love. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
And you have your whole life planned out.
Mhm.
It just starts with one kiss, but then you're already fantasizing about the wedding and taking their last name and writing it all together. And it's just, it's that quick, and she's ready for it to happen. She's already envisioning it. They're discussing this very possibly in other songs. She's talking about getting love bombed and, making all these grand promises. So, yeah, still alive, killing time at the cemetery.
I know. When you talk about really haunting, deep, dreadful, just putting all of your feelings out in the open, lines that she has in all of her discography, still alive, killing time at this cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
What a terrible way to describe a relationship.
And I know. I think the contradiction she uses, the words that she's choosing, that juxtaposition, it hits so much harder.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about one glimpse, which is a moment, and then legendary that goes on and on and on. All these things that they're all contradictions to each other. So it's just it's making the story so much stronger.
You're so right. I never thought about how they just contradict each other.
Yeah,
like back
with
to
alive
back.
in a cemetery.
Yeah.
And the whole chorus is like that.
I never realized that. That's crazy. But it's also like you said, it's just sad. But it's like she probably knew deep down in her heart the relationship was over before they officially ended it. And if, like she said at the beginning, if it was kind of like waltzing back together, on again, off again, like that in itself is torturing.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of, the line before the you and I go from one kiss to getting married, it kind of also makes me think of the prophecy. Because she starts it out by saying, like, hand on the throttle, thought I caught lightning in a bottle. Oh, but it was gone again. Which I think kind of connects it in a way because she felt like this relationship was so special. And this was Endgame, right? Like in Reputation, we get the song Endgame. Like she was like, this is it. I finally found lightning in a bottle. This is so special. I'm going to keep this for as long as, like, this is it. And then poof.
Yeah, now she's saying still alive, killing time at the cemetery. Never
Quite
quite
buried.
Ugh.
Ouch.
It's like just such a... It's just such like you're dead in the water. It's just such like a relationship that's not going anywhere. It's awful. It's tolerated.
It is tolerated. It's exactly like tolerated. It's like when you hear about those couples that like eventually they become roommates.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's heartbreaking.
Ooh, and then she kind of has a nice little dig here. In your suit and tie, in the nick of time, you low down boy, you stand up guy. So is that something where people look at him and think, what a stand-up guy.
Probably.
What a nice person. He cleans up so nice.
We all love him.
He presents so well, but then
Yeah.
behind closed doors, he's a low-down boy.
Yeah. And I think it's also important to note because she has mentioned, still alive at the cemetery and getting married. Like a suit and tie is what a man wears to both a wedding and also a funeral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When this song first came out, when Tortured Poets first came out, that clip was going around on TikTok. And I feel bad because, sometimes like clips of songs get popular on TikTok and you hear the clip over and over and over again, but you don't know the context of the whole song. So it's just that part in your suit and tie, in the nick of time, you low down boy, you stand up guy. And people were using it with the background of their like wedding photos, thinking it was like a happy,
cutesy, fun,
loving like Taylor Swift song. And I felt so bad because I think once people kind of started to realize it, the comments would be like, girl, listen to the whole song. Like, oh, I felt so bad every time I saw one of those. And it's like, oh, I know you just haven't listened to the whole song and you mean to really shine a light on your boy, but like, oh,
You need to be careful with the lyrics.
I
people.
know. Context is important, especially in a Taylor Swift song. And yeah, you see like, oh, Taylor Swift wrote a song called LOML.
But some people could use their wedding photos with this song. Some people could.
True.
Divorced
Yeah.
people.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
True. Very valid.
You holy ghost, you told me I'm the love of your life. You said I'm the love of your life about 1,000,000 times.
Man, when she says that, like kind of in like a offbeat kind of way, like about 1,000,000 times, like it just like gets me every time. It's just heartbreaking. What do you guys think about the Holy Ghost reference?
Well, I mean, it's a religious thing and haunting.
Holy Ghost, false gods, I died at the altar waiting for proof. That's what I think of. What do you think?
Well, I found there was a Swiftie on Twitter who had mentioned that the Holy Ghost is the third person of the Trinity in Christianity, along with the Father, God the Father, and God the Son. So by Taylor using Holy Ghost, it's an interjection when recalling that the supposed person she's singing about told her that he was the love of his life, which I'm not 100% sure, like, in the relationship between Holy Ghost and interjecting in that kind of way, but if there's that kind of angle to it.
Like saying there's a third person in the relationship?
I guess just kind of like this person is telling you that you're the love of my life, but yeah, it's like, I guess the Holy Ghost, like, saying, like, no.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
Right. Because when you say that, and then with 1,000,000 times, illicit affairs has it dies and it dies and it dies 1,000,000 little times, and they lie and they lie 1,000,000 little times, and I'd ruin myself 1,000,000 little times. So illicit affairs, if they're, I don't know if that's inferring that there's a third person somewhere having, being an issue with the relationship.
Or is it like if you connect it with 1,000,000 times from illicit affairs, like, and they lie. Every time you said you're the love of my life, was that a lie?
Right. The lie of my life.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And she's calling him. She says, "You Holy Ghost." Is she building this person up to be godlike? Is she building this person up to be almost who I'm worshiping? This relationship I'm worshiping, this altar of our relationship.
Maybe.
Like I'm putting this person on such a pedestal.
Yeah.
And then it just all kind of comes crashing down. And,
Yeah.
If the person you're so obsessed with that you're worshiping, this relationship is, looking down on you and saying how he loves you over and over and over and over, but then in the end, he doesn't mean it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Or like possibly Holy Ghost, third person, maybe all the sides to this person that you act like you're a stand-up guy, but you're actually a coward. You say everything that I want to hear, but then you don't follow through with it.
Right.
So maybe it's all the sides to a person, the fake, the real person, whatever.
Right. Like the walk, talk the talk. So the third person is the person who talks a lot, or sorry, the second person is the talks, and then the third person doesn't walk the walk. Gosh, that took forever to get out of my mouth.
But we got it.
Also, KJ Miller on TikTok, she is a great follow and just recently went to the Indie Eras Tour. So good for her. But she had this to say about the Holy Ghost line.
And this is why I hate Taylor Swift. This morning I sat down at my piano to play loml, as I sometimes do, and I was stopped in my tracks at this lyric, "Holy Ghost, you told me I'm the love of your life." Now, I have sung and listened to that lyric many, many, many times, but for whatever reason this morning it stopped me in my tracks because I really thought about it. I really thought about Holy Ghost. I really thought about, oh, he's holy because she revered him. She nearly worshipped him in this relationship. It was spiritual for her. Ghost because he was here and then he was gone. Okay, it's almost like he wasn't here. It's almost like he disappeared. He was a ghost. I remember being sucker punched by that line when I first heard it, but not quite like this. And this is why I hate this woman. And obviously by that, I mean, I love this woman.
She is a good follow. I like seeing
Yeah, she's
all of
great.
her videos.
That's kind of similar to what you were saying, Nick.
Yeah.
Similar interpretation.
And then Taylor continues. She says, "Who's going to tell me the truth when you blew in with the winds of fate and told me I reformed you?" So is she saying that he came in and said, "Oh, you changed my life," and he was just lying? He was just telling her what Taylor wanted to hear?
Well, I recently learned that winds of fate is used in British slang for a strong drink.
Oh.
Okay.
So could it be like in reference to that in some sort of way?
Like this person drinks too much?
I mean, yes and no, but maybe just kind of like, I don't know, who's going to tell me the truth when you bloom with the winds of fate? Like, what is it that they say? Like, drunk sayings or sober thoughts or something like that. Like, oh, you were like telling me that you loved me, but you didn't mean it. Mm-hmm. Maybe in a way. Or it could also be, you know, the power of destiny, the winds of fate. Mm-hmm. Like maybe this wasn't meant to be this entire time. Like, who's going to tell me the truth?
Mm-hmm.
And also blew in with the winds of fate. A lot of her ex's colors had to do with being blue. And I mean, of course, this is a different kind of blue, but could still be tied into that because a lot of his thoughts and actions was always that he was so blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good point.
Mm-hmm. And as far as I've never heard that, Anna, about the winds of fate being a British reference, but a lot of their interactions, especially in Reputation, was going out to bars. I got drunk and made fun of your accent. So that is something that they had in common and like to do together. So that is a great interpretation of that.
And met dancing. Like she's talking about waltzing. Like that was their first night together, right?
Yeah.
Is when they were dancing together? Or am I thinking of...
the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston was the dancing guy, right?
Yeah, but Joe was there.
Joe was there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
And it's possible they could have danced at that like birthday party. You know?
Sure. When your impressionist paintings of heaven turned out to be fakes.
Oh man, this is so good because it's just like a direct reference.
Yeah.
Right back to folklore. Yeah. Right.
Oh, big time.
In Peace, which is on folklore, she says you paint dreamscapes on the wall. So basically she's saying that like his paintings, how he thought heaven looked like, were not accurate to reality. They were not, they were fakes, right? Mm-hmm. And also impressionist paintings are usually made on the spot and without any sketches, matching what the artist thought the scene would look like. So the painting was thought to be accurate to memory, but was not.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Let's all take a minute to name someone we're grateful for. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor
too.
Swift. You
Lyrics.
guys.
Oh.
There is a lot to be grateful for, but it's also a stressful time, the holiday season, trying to get everything done by the end of the year. Like there's so much stuff going on, and sometimes you just need to talk to somebody about all the thoughts and emotions that you're feeling. And we would like to suggest that you talk to our friends at BetterHelp.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, especially during this season of gratitude, as they like to call it, like we just shouted out people that we're thankful for in our lives, but I feel like a lot of times we forget to thank ourselves. And especially right now during this era of life, it can get really daunting and really heavy. And you have to be able to thank yourself for getting through it and doing your best and waking up every day and showering when you can, things like that. And sometimes talking to a therapist can help you realize everything that you're doing when you feel like you're drowning. My therapist helped me with creating a gratitude journal specifically for myself. Yes, there's a lot of things I'm thankful for in life, but I'm also thankful for all the battles that I've overcome daily. And sometimes talking to your therapist can help you realize those things.
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/TaylorSwiftFan today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TaylorSwiftFan.
Well, you took me to hell too, and all at once the ink bleeds. A con man sells a fool a get-love-quick scheme.
Whew.
Yeah, she's really not painting this person in the best light right now.
Mm-mm.
Well, con man, that goes back to the impressionist paintings, the fakes. It's someone who is lying this whole entire time. We were talking about everything being opposites. Paintings of heaven, you took me to hell too. She's just really going through it. And a con man sells a fool a get love quick scheme.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I've heard of get rich schemes.
Yeah.
That's what con men sell.
Mm-hmm.
But I get love scheme. Oof.
I think it's interesting to note that she's mentioned this before. Like we said, Joe was the one that kind of came in when Taylor disappeared during the, Reputation era, the original one. In the poem, Why She Disappeared, which is on the Reputation vinyl, there is a verse in there where she says, when she finally rose, she rose slowly, avoiding old haunts and sidestepping shiny pennies, worry of phone calls and promises, charmers, dandies, and get love quick schemes. So I feel like it's kind of just like a direct reference. I feel like a lot of the song is kind of a direct reference back to the start of their relationship.
Yeah.
And by maybe it wasn't intentional. Maybe she just likes that, phrasing. But to note that it is in the poem of Why She Disappeared and refer back to it, but then calling him a con man.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
But I felt a hole like this never before and ever since.
So that's a double switch up. You know how she loves to switch things up at the end, but it was never before, never since, and now it's ever since. And then it was a glow to a hole.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's double bad, twice as bad. Anyways, but I still love the trick of the ear when you're listening to it.
I know.
When you're expecting one thing and it's.
I know I have to kind of stop as I'm singing along to be
Yeah.
wait, which one is it? Which one is it? Which one goes first? Which one goes second?
If you know it in one glimpse, it's legendary. What we thought was for all time was momentary.
Yeah. Still with the opposites.
Still alive, killing time at the cemetery. Never quite buried. You cinephile. Who knew what she was saying in that first listen?
I had to look it up.
Because I thought sent a file. You sent a.
Oh, you thought you sent a file? That's
Yeah.
funny.
Did you know there was a word called cinephile
No,
before?
I had to look it up.
Yeah. That was a first for me.
Which is a
So-
movie lover, for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah, someone who's fond of movies, and Joe
Yeah.
is an actor.
Yeah.
You cinephile
In
black and white. So what does that mean?
I mean, I think like a cinephile is somebody who is like a huge fan of movies, and when you think of those like artsy type of people that like love the classics, those are like in black and white. So it's kind of almost a way to be like, oh, but like my art is more important than yours. That's kind of how I take it.
Because if I think of like black and white films, for some reason, I think of like silent films or dramas or something like that, which could also maybe be this song, silent, because you're not really talking over dinners. You're just tolerating each other, and dramatic because this relationship was dramatic, even though it was settling and not being happy and going back and forth for so long. It's still a dramatic ending for something that you weren't expecting to ever happen. You did not, one kiss, you're getting married, and then you're telling the world that you've broken up.
Yeah.
And that's just insane.
Yeah. And I guess kind of it seems like their relationship wasn't black and white. There were so many gray areas, but maybe she kind of looks back on it being like it was black and white the whole time, and I just chose not to see that.
Well, also in Daylight, she says, I once believed love would be black and white, but it's golden. So if he's black and white, then that wasn't love.
Yeah. Wow.
Just a thought.
Have you guys also seen the idea, I mean, to kind of take it into real time with the Eras Tour? After she performed in London, the next show after that in Miami, that's when she had the Reputation gold suit. And people were saying that, so long London, because now her love is golden, like moving forward. And I thought that was a pretty cool take on the Reputation lover bodysuit.
Yes.
Lover Reputation bodysuit.
All those plot twists and dynamite. Mr. Steal Your Girl, then make her cry. You said I'm the love of your life.
So, Mr. Steal Your Girl, I mean, that's a throwback reference, right?
Yeah, who is Mr. Steal Your Girl? I feel like I know that line from pop culture, but is
He's
there
Mr.
like
Steal Your Girl?
Yeah,
Was
is
it
that
like Akon or T-Pain, one of those?
someone like that? Mr. Steal Your Girl,
Trey Songz.
Trey Songz. Okay,
Yes, Trey Songz. But in this case, Joe could be the Mr. Steal Your Girl, right? Wasn't she kind of with Tom when Joe came into the picture?
Right.
So like maybe they jokingly called him Mr. Steal Your Girl, but then he made her cry.
Yeah.
But it could also be Maddie as well. I feel like just because, I mean, I don't know that he necessarily stole her, but with the situationship, with the back and forth, then he could feel like, well, I won the girl. I got my love. I took her from this other person and steal her away and then just disregard her and her emotions and make her cry.
And then she goes into the bridge.
Oof.
You shit talked me under the table.
And her tone shifts in this.
Yeah, she's getting much more, I don't want to say flustered isn't the word, but she's getting worked up. She's getting more agitated almost, angry. Is that how that's how I kind of hear her when she's, because when, I don't know, when she's talking,
Tuck me
her
under
cadence
the
changes.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. No, I agree. So he was basically shit talking behind her back, right? That's kind of what it means. But then you have the double meaning of like when you drink someone under the table, that means that you outdrink them.
Right.
Right. So was it like, oh, you were out shit talking me, like in a way?
Like maybe they both were.
But he was doing it
But
more.
he was doing it more.
Well, I mean, if it's off and on, I'm sure you go to your friends and you're
Sure.
talking about what happened.
I mean, he was just like, yeah, doing it more. Or she was hearing about it more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And for anti-hero, the one with the bleachers, I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but Jack Antonoff is saying you shit talked your famous baby. So I mean that was something that he was thought to do, to be sweet to her face, talking crap behind her back, but it was still getting to her. And then there's also a song, and I don't know which song, but she says that she shit talks him to all of her friends and feels like she's not doing him justice or something in one of her songs. So I mean that's kind of a back and forth. You can,
Was it peace?
I think so. You can complain about somebody and like you're just trying to vent and complain, and then there's other times where it's like you're truly talking bad about somebody.
Another level.
Yeah. And you feel like you're not doing them justice. Like, oh, I went a little bit too far. Yeah, I was just talking to a friend, but then you go back and you're like, hey, I didn't mean what I said. I went too far. I didn't mean to do this.
Talking rings and talking cradles.
It's about as straightforward as it
Yeah,
gets.
like we were planning something here, and then oof, I wish I could unrecall how we almost had it all. I wish I could just not remember how great we thought we had it,
Yeah.
because it wasn't great.
Yeah.
I wish I could just forget this whole relationship.
The next 4 lines, I think, are the best 4 lines that she's ever written.
Oh my God. Yes.
The next 4, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, she says, dancing phantoms on the terrace. Are they secondhand embarrassed that I can't get out of bed because something's counterfeits dead?
Oh my gosh, I've got goosebumps.
That's poetry.
It's so good.
That is absolute tortured poetry. So, Amy, when you hear those songs, like what are you thinking?
I mean, it's just great imagery. You know, the picture can't be any more clear. I can feel what she's saying.
Like the phantoms being like their past selves.
Yeah, their
probably
history,
and they're probably waltzing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, and are they secondhand embarrassed? Like, are they embarrassed
To see
looking
how-
at what it's become?
The outcome. Yeah, that I can't get out of bed.
Because something counterfeit is
counterfeit
dead.
is
Something
dead.
something that's not real is dead.
And you're still mourning it.
Yeah.
KJ Miller.
Sorry, go ahead.
KJ Miller, again, to bring something from her TikTok, had something to say about the dancing phantoms.
That woman said, dancing phantoms on the terrace, are they secondhand embarrassed that I can't get out of bed because something counterfeits dead? She said, are the ghosts of us, embarrassed for me because I'm laid up over this bullshit.
But y'all talking about the album's too long. Can't.
It's so true.
We need to have her on the podcast.
Oh, that's so true. And then also in these next couple lines,
Which is repeating what she's kind of already said.
yes, it was legendary. This relationship was huge. It was big. It was for the ages, but it was just momentary. It was unnecessary to say she's already said she doesn't want to remember this relationship at all. And just to say that this whole time I've spent with you was completely unnecessary.
And I love that because she takes legendary from the first verse, momentary from the second one, and then basically just says this whole thing was unnecessary.
Yeah.
And it all rhymes.
What a waste.
Should have let it stay buried. So when she says should have let it stay buried, is that her saying, I shouldn't even be writing about it right now? Like I shouldn't even give this relationship the time of day right now, just let it stay buried and moved on?
I don't know, maybe fighting for it, the on again, off again. Maybe she shouldn't have tried so hard for so long.
Yeah.
She kept resurrecting the relationship. She kept going back and giving it a chance. Should have let it stay buried because all of this was unnecessary. It didn't lead to anywhere except for embarrassment and wanting to forget the whole thing ever happened.
And so it's a line like that kind of makes me think, is this about more than just one person? Is this about the situationship with Maddie right here?
It could be.
Because was that embarrassing to her?
I'm sure.
Was that just as embarrassing as the long relationship that ended? Because those are both embarrassing things to have, failed relationships to her.
Very possible.
Because I know she does write about multiple relationships within one song.
Yeah.
Especially on this album.
Yeah.
Someone said on Reddit that they think that this song's a mashup of both relationships because she had to grieve not one but two relationships at the same time. She got out of a relationship, rebounded, and then possibly didn't deal with it in the first place, or thought, she's running immediately into this new relationship. Did she have time to deal with everything that had happened and then getting love bombed and everything in that new relationship? Now she ends up being single again and she's having to grieve two relationships.
Yeah, which I think is totally kind of supported by the epilogue where she says that this entire period of when she was writing this album was like a time of self-destruction. It was a manic phase. It was like just a lot of emotions at the same time. So very possible.
She continues by singing, "Oh, what a valiant roar. What a bland goodbye."
I am obsessed with that because
Such opposites.
Such opposites to the point where like a valiant roar would typically mean like brave, fearless, courageous. And in this case, it's just a loud, empty promise.
It's like a gaslighting roar.
Yeah.
It's just a two-faced
a
roar.
valiant roar, what a bland goodbye. That is also just like such a dagger. Like, ugh.
Okay, I didn't know that was the word until right now. I thought it was a planned goodbye, which then one of the most hard-hitting to me is coming up, "I'll never leave, never mind." And she says it almost in one breath. So I thought it was saying a planned goodbye. I'm seeing bland too, but I just thought it was a planned goodbye. Just going to say that you knew what you were doing the whole time. You were just lying. So you're planning your goodbye as you're saying, "I'll never leave. Never mind. I'm out."
A bland goodbye. Such a flat note to leave a relationship on.
Which I think is such a dig.
Yeah. Bland goodbye.
Great.
Like when is bland a good way to describe something?
Never.
Never. The coward claimed he was a lion. The cowardly lion. I'm combing through the braids of lies. And then here's what Lacey was just saying. It's in quotes. "I'll never leave" is one quote. And then another quote is, "Never mind."
That hurts so much.
"I'll never leave." No, never mind.
Never mind.
I'm
And
leaving
she
now.
says it so quickly together. It's almost like one breath, one thought, even though it's two separate lines in quotations. Just the way she delivers it is like no big deal. "I'll never leave, never mind."
Yeah, and the quotations are so important too. Yeah, it's just it, but it also just goes back to this whole thing about like, yeah, he's been lying this whole time about loving me. to go back to the braids of lies, I'm combing through the braids of lies, I think is really important, because have you ever tried to comb through a braid?
It's not fun.
It's impossible. It's absolutely an impossible task to do. So she's basically saying there's way too many lies in this to make sense of it.
You know, I may be on the slow side here, but when she's saying the coward claimed he was a lion, lion,
No, I love it.
lion, he's lion.
Yeah.
No,
He's
I love
a
it.
lion, like animal and Lying. I love that.
I do too.
Lion.
That's
lion,
good.
lion.
I'm
She's
with
using
you.
lion in two different ways
I know.
here.
It's so great. Poet.
I know.
She's the poet of the century.
Our field of dreams engulfed in fire. Your arson's match, your somber eyes. So she's saying he ended it.
I feel like
He set fire to their field of dreams. He's the arsonist, right?
kind of like I feel like she's insinuating that she kept trying and trying and trying
Mm-hmm.
until finally, like,
What's the point?
maybe he wasn't trying anymore.
And this whole time, this person has somber eyes.
Well, and maybe this is alluding to she didn't burn down the lover house. He did.
She's on that cover with the light, with a match.
With the match.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, on Midnights?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
And then she wraps up the whole song by saying, "And I'll still see it until I die. You're the loss of my life."
Yeah, it's just that double meaning with LOML, which is just crazy throughout the entire song. She doesn't even say love of my life. She says, you said I was the love of your life. So the only time she actually uses LOML is loss of my life. She's a genius.
And I certainly, several times when you hear Taylor switch up the lyrics and stuff, but I definitely remember listening to this all together. And in that final line, she switches it, and we're all like, like, oh, if such a heavy song couldn't get heavier.
Yeah.
Right.
Loss of my life.
Yeah, this song is so heartbreaking and so beautiful at the same time.
So some fans everybody wants to know, like, what's the inspiration behind, or I guess who's the inspiration behind this? And a lot of people have likened it to both of her recent exes. And Taylor likes to write about multiple things and many meanings like lion and lion. But someone said, I think Maddie was telling her what she wanted to hear, which is what Joe wouldn't or couldn't give her, making empty promises and telling her she's the love of his life. But then looking back, she realizes that Joe was the loss of her life, that she trusted both these men and was looking at one point at both of them, like, you said I was the love of your life. You said I was the love of your life. And then after looking back at all of it, realizing that maybe she didn't make the wrong move, but maybe at the time she thought she made the wrong move, leaving one relationship, going to another, and then it not working out and thinking, well, maybe this really could have worked out. And you are the loss of my life after all of this.
Well, another heavy Taylor Swift song from
Yeah.
Tortured Poets.
I know.
So also, before we go, the lyric video, it starts white and it gradually goes to black. It just fades slowly to the exact opposite, which loss, love to loss is exactly that.
Ouch.
Yeah. Just the details. Her
Totally.
team. I mean, she obviously didn't make the lyric video herself, but
She might have. She's out there editing.
You think so?
Yeah, she's playing with those color gradients and those editing skills.
Yeah. Love the details.
Yeah.
Also, I was horribly confused whenever I told Alexa to play LOML, and she started playing something completely different. And I was like, oh, what is this? Is there another song, LOML? No, it was LOL by Rainbow Kitten Surprise. I thought maybe there was two LOMLs, but no, it was just Alexa playing hard-headed like she often wants to do.
Should we break down those lyrics next?
Although Rainbow Kitten Surprise, that's definitely the name of Taylor Swift's like secret band. Like it's secretly Taylor Swift putting out songs under a different name.
The next album.
Yes.
That's the next Jack Leopard.
That's karma. That's It's the.
You heard
what
it
is
here first.
Yeah, Rainbow Kittens. is
Rainbow
Taylor
Kitten
Swift.
surprise. It's Taylor Swift. Get out of here. What was that other artist that we thought maybe was Taylor? Ed.
Nice Boy Ed.
Nice Boy Ed. Yeah, been replaced by Rainbow Kitten surprise. So
Nice Boy Ed has been popping up lately, though. Seeing different TikToks and I don't know, little glimpses and surprise things from him.
Has anyone ever seen Nice Boy Ed? Like, do we know who that is? Have
I
they performed any
still-
concerts or
I
anything?
think not to my knowledge, but I still
It's
think
a
at
friend
one
of
point-
Joe's.
Yeah, I think at some point people have figured out it was a friend of Joe's, and like I feel like now it's like, well, sorry, buddy. Before we go, do you guys want to open some packages that we have received?
Always.
I know this was like a really sad song, so maybe we can end on a happy note.
Yes.
Love fan mail.
Yes. Okay. A few exciting things in our fan mail box. First, we were lucky enough to receive an advanced copy. Let me move this more. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Light.
Sorry, Light. Okay.
The light of my life.
We were lucky enough to receive an advanced copy of Invisible Strings. It's a book, and it's 113 poets respond to the songs of Taylor Swift,
Ooh.
edited by Christy Frederick Daughtry. It will be on sale December 3rd. I feel like it's a really cool gift, like Christmas gift for a Swiftie, especially this is perfect for this episode since we keep saying that this song is just absolute poetry. So it's really cool. It says an anthology of brand new poems inspired by Taylor Swift songs from a powerhouse group of contemporary poets, which is really cool. And then we got an email from the publisher saying that there's also just Easter eggs hidden throughout these poems. So it's like fun for like Swifties that want to read work inspired by other Swifties, inspired by Taylor Swift, while at the same time with Easter eggs. So I think that's really, really, really cool.
Yeah, great idea.
Put it on your list.
I think it's a great Christmas gift idea for a Swiftie, and I'm so excited to look. Like some of the poem titles on here, we have Dreaming the Lowdown, Heaven and Grand Central Station, Last Call. This is really cool. Love's Cure. Very...
Those all could be Taylor
Swiftie
Swift
coded
title songs.
Yeah, so very cool. Invisible Strings, 113 poets respond to the songs of Taylor Swift. So, very cool.
Beautiful. I want to read it.
First thing we got. And then, second thing we got, involves a little note. It says, Amy, exclamation point. Anna, exclamation point. Lacey, exclamation point. Nick, exclamation point.
Yes.
You made it.
What if there was just one name that wasn't on it?
Or someone didn't have an exclamation point. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It would be bland.
Bland goodbye. Okay, this one says, Hi, 13. Thank you again for the fantastic party in Miami. And what a special experience. And thank you, Anna. You're welcome. Thank you, Anna, for picking Victoria's costume. That was both fun and terrifying. LOL, we did a costume contest in Miami, so I had picked her costume. As promised, here's a copy of our new book. We can't wait to hear what you guys think. Love and heart hands, Abby and Victoria. So they actually, Nick, if you remember when we were in Miami, they showed us.
I remember this. We talked to them.
We did. It's a book of Swiftie quizzes. It says test your useless Swiftie knowledge.
Ooh.
So, we met them in Miami, Abby and Victoria, and it's really cool how they like came up with this. It's like basically lyrics, trivia with like pictures. So it really is like Swiftie quizzes. I think this could be fun for like us to do just like for our next game. If we have to decide something.
And so a lot of them, like you were saying, pictures. It has a picture of something, and you have to figure out what's in the picture, and then it's the name of a Taylor Swift song or a lyric or something like that.
Like, can anyone figure this one out?
Ooh.
It's a picture of a knife in like
a knife in
the
water,
ocean,
a knife in the
ocean.
sea, cutting the sea, killing
look at the
ocean,
answer.
killing water. What's water? What's wet? What's
I'm
something about a wound, knife.
standing at the edge of the cliff.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
It's from the Evermore album.
Okay.
Knew it.
Yeah. Amy will get it.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna tell.
Do you want me to tell you? Yeah. It's from the song Willow.
Oh.
I'm like the water when your ship rolled in that night, rough on the surface, and you cut through like a knife.
Uh-huh.
So it's a knife cutting through
How fun.
the water.
That's
yeah.
cool.
So it's an entire book of things like that. So that's really fun.
Great idea.
Great idea.
What's it called?
Swiftie Quizzes, Volume 1. Test your useless Swiftie knowledge.
So cool. So
I love
find
the
that. I
log
believe they
line.
said it's going to be on Amazon.
Okay, very
So
cool.
find it.
Yes.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it was very nice to meet them in Miami, and we had a wonderful time there. And if you missed anything, you can check out a bunch of photos from Caitlin Ryan Films. She took some evidence of that event.
Thank goodness, because otherwise we would have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, and you can see all those pictures are at the13podcast.net. Thank you so much, Caitlin Ryan Films, for documenting that whole thing for us. It was a really good time at the Miami Eras Tour pre-party at Lowe's Miami Beach Hotel.
And hey, if you haven't already, subscribe to us on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on right now. All the ways to contact us, including our studio address. Our address to our studio is going to be in the description of this podcast. And join us on the next time we break down a Taylor Swift song, because we are moving on to I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
Thanks for listening. The 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.